welcome back everyone to the player previews for The Challenge Season 36 Double Agents premiering on December 9th, and this is part 2. And we're going to continue this series in alphabetical order, starting this video off with Cory Wharton. His original show was The Real World Explosion. He's also been on other MTV reality shows like Teen Mom, like X on the Beach, and so on and so forth. He is a 3-time challenge finalist, going to the finals in Battle of the Bloodlines, Invasion of the Champions, and Total Madness, which was last season. Let's take a look at his elimination record. He's seen a total of 9 eliminations. His record is 6 wins and 3 losses. He's currently riding a 3 elimination winning streak, and I should mention that this counts the elimination that he played with Devin in Final Reckoning, where he had to go up against 2 teams and won them both. So those count as 2 wins, and then Swaggy C winning against him in Total Madness counts for another win. Now last season, Cory had a very impressive season, taking 2 seasons off, War of the Worlds and War of the Worlds 2, and coming back, and it was almost like a restart button for him because he had a fantastic season, winning 3 daily challenges, being in the tribunal 4 times. As I mentioned, he won his elimination against Swaggy C, and making it to the finals, where he won leg 1, having all the power and sending Bananas into the elimination in the middle of the finals, trying to get him eliminated. Now, can Cory make it into back-to-back finals, or will his great performances last season hurt his chances this season? Also, Darrell could play a factor in this season. Last time Darrell and Cory were on the same season, Cory won the first daily challenge in Dirty 30, had all the power, and sent Darrell straight to the redemption house, where Darrell lost in a redemption style game. Darrell hasn't been on the challenge since, and now that he is back, could that be a factor in whether they will work together or work against each other in this season?
I'll tell you this much: if I come back on the next challenge, Cory, I'm coming for your ass.
Now, it's been a couple of years removed. Maybe they've talked to each other since then. It's all water under the bridge. We're gonna have to wait to see what's gonna happen there. But also, Cory is coming back into the season after having made a lot of friends from the previous season. We saw him working with Fessy, Nelson, Anissa, Ashley, just to name a few. Personally, I think that Cory really benefited from taking a couple of seasons off from the challenge, taking War of the Worlds and War of the Worlds 2 off. Because if you look at his challenge performances after his finals run in Invasion of the Champions, it kind of was a stumbling blocks for him a bit. If you look at Dirty 30, he was eliminated middle of the season. Then Vendettas, he was out really early. And then in Final Reckoning, he won himself in the game with Devin. But then 3 episodes later, he was gone because of his anger, because of the Pasta Gate, and he was DQ'd from that season. I think taking a couple of seasons off, hitting that reset button, becoming a father and having those responsibilities and reprioritizing your life a bit, it's giving him a whole new meaning, a whole new purpose to fight in these challenges to make it to a finals. He's not just doing it for himself anymore, he's doing it for his family. And I feel like Cory could go really far again this season. Again, he could have a target for how well he played last season, but you never know. I think he could make back-to-back finals runs, possibly. But now let's move on to a person that I just touched on just a little bit in Cory's mentionings, and that is Darrell Taylor, whose original show was the Road Rules Campus Crawls, the only road ruler on this season of the challenge. This is his 9th challenge season. He's a 4-time finalist, 4-time challenge champ, winning the Gauntlet, Inferno, Inferno 2, and Fresh Meat. Also, I would like to say that he won Champs vs. Pros in 2017 with his partner, Cara Maria, his Fresh Meat 2 partner, Cara Maria. Now, taking a look at his elimination record, Darrell has seen a total of 7 eliminations, and he is 5-2 in those eliminations. Taking a look at his 7 eliminations, he has gone up against CT, and that was an Invasion of the Champions, where he lost to CT in the not-so-fast elimination. In Vendettas, he did come in as a mercenary and went up against Nelson in the Yanking My Chain elimination, and it ended in a draw, the first ever draw in challenge history. Now, Darrell is coming in after quite a bit of a break. He is a legend and has a strong reputation for being a beast, and that's what got him sent home in Dirty 30 early on from Cory. I think also coming into Invasion of the Champions and showing up and winning eliminations against Zach and Bananas and almost winning against CT played a factor in Cory's decision in that season as well. And also mentioning their relationship, we have to also put in perspective, will Darrell and Cory be going head to head with one another, or will they be working together? Also, some more connections that Darrell might have is from the Champs vs. Pros back in 2017, where he played on those seasons with CT, Wes, Ashley, and Lolo Jones. I think that those could be possible connections that he could be coming into the house, wanting to work with them and getting farther into the game. I pray that Darrell will make it farther into the game, and I have a feeling that he will get farther into the game, at least farther than he did in Dirty 30, and if he makes it into the challenge finals, I'm putting all my money on Darrell. He looks fantastic. He looks even better than he did back in the day. I have high hopes, and I am super happy that he is back, because I thought Darrell was done dirty back in Dirty 30, being sent home right after the first daily challenge. I thought that was BS. You don't have a purge on the first episode. That is just dumb, and I pray that Darrell is going to make it far into this season. But now let's move into another person, another competitor that took some time off, and that is Devin, where he is from Are You The One Season 3. This is his 5th challenge season. Taking a look at his elimination record, he's been in 4 total eliminations. He's 3-1, which is pretty impressive. He lost his first ever elimination appearance in Rivals 3. I should mention that in Rivals 3, him and Cheyenne were eliminated early on, and then some things happened on those seasons where teams were dropping like flies, and so Devin and Cheyenne were brought back as a replacement team to where they had a great string of skull pulls, and they got themselves into the finals. Now, he lost a redemption challenge in Dirty 30, and also he lost to Wes in Champs vs. Stars elimination. His wins came in vendettas against Bananas in the Not So Bright elimination, and also, like I mentioned with Cory, he won those 2 back-to-back eliminations in Final Reckoning to win themselves into the house against Zach and Amanda, against Josiah and Davon. Now, Devin has taken quite a bit of a time off from the challenge. As I mentioned, last time we saw him on the challenge was Final Reckoning, where he left via Postagate, but ultimately, the last time we saw Devin was on his Instagram live video, where he was talking about how he respects Bananas and wants to be back on the challenge so bad, that he was in the best shape of his life, that he was smarter, faster, stronger, and it seemed like it was almost a second audition tape to come back onto the challenge. Now, on that Instagram live video, he says he and Cory are all good. He's cool with Nelson and all of the people of TYB. Devin was also really close with Wes in Champs vs. Stars, so I'm sure they'll be tight coming into this season, or at least on good terms. He also was in Dirty 30 Redemption House with Darrell, but it's kind of hard to say how close they were. Also, taking a look at his Instagram, he was at the Spartan Fest with Nicole Z, but in saying that, on that Instagram live video, he talked about how he's not going to just jump blindly into alliances with everybody. He's not going to just work with Cory. He's not going to just work with Wes or Lolo. He is just going to just go with the flow. He wants to play the game rather than the game playing him. And it's interesting to see what Devin can do in this season, being a couple of seasons removed, also not having Bananas in this season. It felt as though that Devin's storyline really was propelled by how much he disliked Bananas and wanted to take a shot at him and get him out every single season. However, Bananas isn't on this season, so it's going to be interesting what he's going to do on this season without Bananas, without that storyline. Will he be more focused to take out other strong competitors and make it farther into the season? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from Devin. We're going to have to wait and see. He's always done better at mental than physical, but I mean, I wouldn't call his muscles pythons, but he is in much better shape than I do remember him being in. Speaking of people that are in tip-top shape, let's move on to our next competitor, and that is Fessy. His original shows were American Ninja Warrior and Big Brother 20. This is his 2nd season. And looking back on Total Madness, his 1 season, his rookie season, and really that's all we can do is look back at that season. But he had a phenomenal rookie season, if I do say so myself. He won 2 daily challenges. He has 1 elimination win going up against Jordan in the pole wrestle and making it all the way to the finals. in Total Madness, taking home 4th place. Now, Fessy is a towering figure in height and muscle. He made quick work of Jordan in his physical elimination. He didn't make too many enemies in the game, even the 2 times he was in the tribunal. They voted in Swaggy C by his request, and then in his 2nd time in the tribunal, Josh volunteered himself into the elimination against Kyle. Maybe Kyle and Fessy aren't very big fans of each other, but he aligned himself mainly with Cory, Nelson, and Casey last season, all of which are back this season. I feel as though that Fessy can be a strong competitor and make it to back-to-back finals. I think that his size and his power is gonna get to where he's going to get the right person in the elimination. I mean, it doesn't even have to be the right person. He just needs a physical elimination, and I'm gonna put my money on Fessy more times than not in a physical elimination. And if he can get that skull and stay out of eliminations because nobody's gonna wanna go up against him in an elimination, then he's gonna make it to another finals in his back-to-back seasons. But the problem is that I'm worried. I saw what he did last season in the cold on that mountain, and now we're in Iceland, another cold area. And this is going to be another cold finals. Did he improve himself and push himself enough and train enough to fight off high altitudes and cold and do puzzles? We're gonna have to wait and see if he can, 1, if he can make it that far, and 2, did he do the right preparations? He's coming in right after last season, and this is like a quick turnaround, so we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. The last competitor we're gonna be talking about in this video, in this part 2, is the rookie Gabby Allen. She is from Love Island UK Series 3. She's also was on Celebrity Big Brother UK. She was a finalist in 6th place. Now on Love Island, Gabby came in at the end of the 1st week, made a connection with Marcel, and made it to the finals, grabbing the 4th place spot. Now, Love Island has some competitions, but they're not so stressful and not too intense, the challenge finals or competitions. But one thing I will say is that at various points in Love Island, there are times that the contestants or the audience vote on people to split or leave the island. If she wasn't likable or was inauthentic at any point, then she wouldn't have made it as far. I think this could be a testament of her social game, which I'll back up with her Big Brother performance. She joins Theo Campbell and Georgia Harrison as another Love Island Series 3 UK alum coming onto the challenge, and when looking at their performances, they had some stellar performances. Both of them made it to the finals on their rookie season, and looking at their elimination record, they've both seen 5 eliminations and they're 4-1. Now, if Gabby follows in their footsteps, we're in for a real performance and a real treat. Now, taking a look at Gabby, the person outside of reality TV, Gabby is also a fitness instructor and coach, so she is in shape and she could show up in physical eliminations and have great stamina. She's coming in as one of 4 UK members on the season. As a rookie, I think she'll need to get in good with some of the vets and put some wins together, but in doing the research, I feel coming into this season a bit stronger about Gabby Allen than I did when I just heard her name and didn't really know too much about her, just knowing that she was on Love Island. But taking a look at her resume in reality TV and her as a personal trainer and fitness coach, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Gabby can do in her rookie season. But that is it for this part 2 of the player previews for The Challenge Season 36 Double Agents. Who out of these 5 are you rooting for? Let me know that in the comment section below if you're rooting for any of them. If you're rooting against any of them, let me know that in the comment section below and why. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really soon with more Challenge Season 36 Double Agents content, more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.